Hi, it's Melissa from Pocket Homeschool, and I'm here today to talk to you about One Magical Year. I am so excited that it's finally finished, and I can't wait to give you guys a sneak peek and some tips and tricks on how to use it. One Magical Year fundamentally is about making memories with your child and showing you that those memories, making those memories with your child, isn't necessarily about the big events that you do in life. Sure, those big events and trips are wonderful, but it's the small little moments that really build up your memories and your picture of childhood. So here it is in all its glory, all 89 pages. Yes, 89 pages. Luckily, you do not need to print this whole thing to use it. There is a lot less that you can print. So I'm going to go through the different parts with you in a second. But yes, I printed it all out because it is so cool holding it now that I've finished with it. In the beginning, when you open it up, you will see this letter that I wrote to you. This is just a short thank you about it. It explains some of what I'm explaining here and also the other parts of this and how to use it. So I suggest you really read that first to get a good idea. It's short. It shouldn't take you that long to read. And then we have the activities list. This page there's a couple of pages of activities lists. This is not a complete list that I just showed you. And then after that, you have the supply list. This has every activity on it with the list of the supplies that you need below. I know when I'm opening a program, I like to see all the supplies that I need. Most of these things you probably have around your house, but I wanted you to be aware so there were no surprises, so you don't get to an activity and you're like, I didn't know I need that. They're here, and they're also on every single activity sheet as well. So there's one in the beginning so that you can quick reference it, and there's a list at the start of every activity as well. So it just depends on how planned or spontaneous you want to be. If you like to know ahead of time, these are the supplies I need to have, reference the sheet in the front. If you are ready, or if you are cool just winging it, just glance at the supply list on every activity. Every activity has these blue dots at the top. And so if you see those blue dots, that means it's an instructional page. The other pages that do not have blue dots in them are different printable pages. And like I said, there's 89 pages. That means this is chock full with plenty of printables. Every activity does have its own sheet of instructions in case you want to print them off or have them handy. They're not all in a big list. And so you'll see the instruction sheet with the dots on the top, and then following that are any related printables that go with that specific instruction sheet. A lot of the printables are there for you to use if you want to, but you are also welcome to do your own thing. For example, this activity, self and family portraits, on the next page after this, I made a frame that you can draw your portrait into, but you are obviously welcome to create your own portrait on your own piece of paper. So the printables are, if you don't want to print them because you're trying to save printer ink or your printer's out that day or you just want to, you can absolutely find a way to do without them. But I did work really hard to create special ones that would be a really great fit for them. And some other special things that I included at the end. There is this invitation that you can use for any of the activities. If you want to make it a little special or more fancy, you can fill out the invitation and put whatever details you want on it. I left it purposely very blank with lots of lines for you to fill in the exact details. And then I wanted to show you some ways that you could present this. In there, I have this label that you can print out and cut out if you want to do like I did and put it in a jar and then put these. This is not all 52. I haven't done all 52 yet. This is how I'm going to be giving it to my own kids. All 52 won't fill this jar. I mean, unless you printed really big, but I didn't want to print really big. So you might want to use a smaller jar if filling the whole jar is important to you. It's not super important to me, but you can see, so then they can go in there, they can draw one out, and that can be the one that we're going to do. So I did include this label in here too, which says One Magical Year, 2, and then you can write your child's name in there, cut it out, and tape it on a jar. Another option for how you present it is to have a box. This is just a box that I have waiting for some special project. And in the box, you can put envelopes with the instructions inside, or any related parts or pieces in them. Or what you could do, one idea is you could cut out from the supply list the list of supplies and tape it somewhere on the envelope, so then after you guys pick an envelope, you can look and see, oh, these are the supplies I need. And then when you are ready, you can just open it up and pull out your instructions, and you're all ready to go. So those are just two different ways that you could present it. If you come up with any other creative and clever ways to present it, I would love to see them. I really hope that you have a great and magical year spending time with your children and working on being intentional in creating those memories and that family time.